I almost don't want to do this. I watched a little bit of Colleen Ballinger's apology, and I wanted to bring my own thoughts to the table. I haven't watched it in any depth, so I'm going to be doing that right now, and I want to experience it with you guys. For those who may be new, there's been a lot of accusations against Colleen from when she was doing Miranda Sings, when she was doing a lot of interactions with fans. There's some accusations where she sent used underwear to an underage male fan. More recently, a woman came forward on TikTok and she said that Colleen called her up on stage, was doing a yoga skit. This girl was underage, I think she was like 14 or 15. And then Colleen like saw that she was wearing a skirt, pulled her legs apart, and then her underwear was like shown to the entire crowd. That's kind of like the gist of it. I might not be summarizing it the best way that I possibly could, but the whole thing is really shocking. And she's had bad apologies before and has never really taken account for the things she's done. So this one is just titled Hi, period. No capital. I can already tell you is going to be in the running for the worst YouTube apology video I've ever seen. Let's just do it. Oh no. Okay. So I got my undergrad degree in theater, worked in theater for a long time. I can tell when these have been practiced and rehearsed multiple times beforehand. I mean, she's obviously going to sing, obviously, but it's the deep breaths, the sighs, the staring straight into the camera. I can guarantee you she rehearsed this 7 to 8 times, and I would bet that it might be even more. I hope it's not that bad, but we're gonna find out. Who am I kidding? It's gonna be awful.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, though.
Oh, good. We're not going to take any kind of accountability. We're just gonna blame the internet.
Just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right? You guys having fun? All
No.
aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train.
The toxic gossip train. So we are saying that all of this is misinformation, that she is being victimized. Are we not taking any kind of responsibility for our actions? Are we ignoring and minimizing what the victims are saying? I feel like that might be what we're doing. And I'm not here for it, but I'll tell you what I am here for. It's watching the downfall of someone's career. So that looks really fun to me.
You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash, but hey.
I want to die.
At least you're having fun. Hi everyone. I've been wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say,
Then don't.
I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing.
I'm okay.
I am, and today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen. Here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way, where I was just trying to be besties with everybody. It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, and there's a weird aunt there who keeps coming up to you and going like, "Hey girl, what's the tea?" And you're like, "Ugh." That was me, but in group chats with my fans. It was weird.
Weird is an understatement. The thing is I don't care what kind of a platform you have or what kind of content you're making. The fact that you were making group chats with underage fans is really weird. And it's not like in a creepy aunt kind of way. It's like a look at all this attention that I'm getting. I love that you like me, that you worship this character that I am. And it comes across so much less like a creepy aunt. She's trying to underplay everything she did by making herself sound fine. And she's making herself out to be the victim. And I don't like that. It's not that we're upset with you for being weird and talking with people. You were messaging underage people, and now you're just saying, oh, sorry, I did that. No, you're not, though.
I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. But in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there.
That should be painfully obvious. If you can't understand that you have some kind of a platform, even at the beginning of your career, then why did you start doing this in the first place? You can't just upload things and then start gaining attraction and think that you don't have some kind of a platform. The second that you have an audience and you have a platform, you have to be aware of that and you have to be prepared for that. That's stupidity on your part, not you didn't know. That's just complete ignorance.
There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability.
No, you didn't. You've never once taken accountability. You always spin it on the people who are blaming you for them having some kind of a trauma. God, this is going to take forever. I'm going to have to fast forward this a little bit.
We should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person. And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, you don't care? Oh.
Oh my God. What I'm talking about. This is exactly what it is. I'm gonna try and grow and learn from my mistakes like I always have. Oh, you don't care? Sorry. No, shut up. That's not what anyone's doing. No one is rooting for you to be a bad person. Truly, that is the case. I don't wish that anyone on YouTube or anybody with a platform is a bad person or is doing these things to, hurt others. But the fact that you're saying that we don't care and you're spinning this on yourself to be the victim of the situation, it's a bad look, Colleen. It's a bad look.
I thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise. Yeah. I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about where I say it was obviously rehearsed. If you are taking the time to figure out how to say that inflection, it's not a good look, homie. What are you doing? No one cares. Why are you singing this? How is this only 4 minutes in? God.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me. Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little back.
Listen, it's not that everyone is perfect and no one's blaming you for not being perfect. It's the fact that 90% of us won't make these kind of stupid mistakes. Most of us would not message our underage fans and share personal details about our lives. Most of us would not call underage fans up and expose their underwear on stage. Most of us wouldn't send our used underwear to a 16 or 17-year-old boy. It's not about being perfect. It's about clear stupidity. And I'm going to say this up front and out loud right now. If you can't see that, then you are the biggest idiot that I've ever seen in my life. And it's terribly sad that you think that this is a bunch of people who have imperfect lives who would make the same mistakes. Nope. No one would make these same mistakes. Most of the people who would do this would do it intentionally and be in the lane of grooming or um, narcissistic behavior and abuse. I don't want to say that's your intentions, but what I'm saying is that people don't make those mistakes. They're usually very conscious of that. And you're kind of making yourself out to look worse.
I'm sure you're disappointed in my shitty little song. I know
Yes.
you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
No one's looking for clout from you. Miranda Sings wasn't funny back then, and it's not funny now. And you've been irrelevant for a relatively long time. So no one's trying to bury you for clout. You're just now irrelevant enough that people feel like they can come forward and feel safe about it without being harassed by your fandom. And clearly it shows.
Hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather round, cause we're about to attack. But not based on facts, oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen. So shoot me down quick with a click and bam! My reputation's deceased. I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl Miranda Sings. You know the one. Yeah, her? She's PG-13. It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Anyway, I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see.
Okay. Yes, she's about to blame the parents.
I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable with their families watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows. Now, have I made some jokes in poor taste? Yes. Have I made lots of dumb mistakes? Yes. Am I sad that there's some fans who feel betrayed? Yes. But was my intention to manipulate? No. It doesn't really matter what my intention was, because it seems as though everyone's already decided on that.
Oh my God. See, it's like we're so close. It's like we're teetering on the edge of understanding. She's saying, I didn't mean to do it. You know, do I feel bad? Yes. But you know what? It's still their fault. What are you doing? It's like you're right there, but in order to make the song work, how about you just talk? You're pulling out your ukulele like it's 2013. I don't know what you're doing. Can you stop being so self-righteous? Because that's what the song gives off, is self-righteousness. I'd like to see an honest apology where you're not hiding behind the music.
Let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world call you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words.
Welcome to the internet. That's your career. If you do something wrong, really take accountability for it, but you're going to get those words said about you no matter what.
That a person can be called, in my opinion. It doesn't matter that these things aren't true. Everyone just believes that you are the type of person who manipulates and abuses children. So I just wanted to say that the only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser who didn't understand I shouldn't respond to fans, and I'm not a predator, even though a lot of you think so, because 5 years ago I made a fart joke.
Oh, it's so rehearsed. Oh, it's so rehearsed. Oh my God. Every eyebrow movement, every look away, the biting of the lip, it's so rehearsed, dude.
Even though I know this video won't change anyone's mind about me,
Exacerbated breath.
I still felt it was important to come on here and defend myself a little and take accountability.
You didn't do that, though.
And I also wanted to say that to anyone out there who has ever supported me in any capacity, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. For what it's worth, I never had any bad intentions. But I do feel like shit.
That's not saying I'm sorry. You're trying to make yourself out to be the victim.
The toxic gossip train.
I'm going to call it now. She is going to, at some point, go to turn off the camera and then pull back and say another spiel, because that's how rehearsed this is. No one's having fun, girly. Yep, it's the look down, the looking back and forth, look up. Let's pull. Yep, there it is.
Actually,
God.
sometimes people can make a mistake and they're still a good person. Crazy, I know. Sometimes people can make a mistake and you don't have to take
Looking at the lyrics, love that.
Oh no, it doesn't mean you gotta send them hate. Oh no. Sometimes
see, it's all about her getting hate. I can't. I'm gonna fast forward.
People make mistakes, and that mistake doesn't make them a terrible human. It just makes them a human. But what do I know? Fuck me, right?
But what do I know? Fuck me, right? What a millennial ass. Come on. What are you doing, dude? Let's summarize this. We're not taking accountability for our actions. We're blaming everyone around us. We wrote and rehearsed a song minimum of 27 times. And then we're saying that we're just human. Everyone makes mistakes. You're missing the point. And the point is that people don't make these mistakes. People are prepared and they're self-aware to not be irresponsible and stupid. And you really hurt some kids who looked up to you and idolized you, and you're taking as little accountability for that as humanly possible. This is not about people making mistakes. This is about you willfully choosing to make stupid decisions. And I'm sure, I know for a fact, somewhere in your mind, you were like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But the idolization, the worship, it's intoxicating. But you have to be better to say no to those things. And then when you do make those mistakes, it's best to actually apologize, not write a terrible song, and then fade into the void. Just give up. You know, your stuff hasn't been relevant for a long time, I feel. And I feel like if you treated your fans better, if you treated situations like this better, you could still have a long lasting career, but you're not going to come back from this. You said at the beginning of the video that your team said you should not say anything to it. And then you decided that you were going to sing it. I have a good feeling that your team saw your song, said, that's a really bad idea. You shouldn't do that. You need to take responsibility. And you said, well, I know better and I'm a victim. Don't hire a team then. You look like a fool. And it's sad and it's painful to watch because it was just a bad song anyway. But you shot yourself in the foot, and that is the worst YouTube apology video that I've seen thus far. So thanks for joining me on that one, guys. I know it was a long one. I'm frustrated by this, and let's leave it at that. Keep looking on the bright side of life, and I'll see you guys on our next adventure, whatever that might be. This just leaves me depressed. Have a great day, guys.